G'day guys, my name's Nick and welcome to my channel Low Range Nick, where I do videos about four-wheel driving, accessory fitting and maintenance for your four-wheel drive vehicle. So in today's video I'm going to be talking all about carbon buildup. So why it occurs, how we can prevent it and the best ways to manage carbon buildup in our intake system over a long period of time. So there are two main systems in your engine that cause carbon buildup to occur. Those systems are crankcase ventilation, which ventilates oil vapours from the crankcase back into the intake system and all through the intercooler intake pipes and then back into the inlet manifold. The second system is EGR, so exhaust gas recirculation. So what this does is recirculates exhaust gases through the EGR cooler, around the back of the engine to the EGR valve and then back into the intake system. So when the soot from the EGR and the oil vapours from the crankcase ventilation mix together, this creates a really thick, sludgy carbon buildup. There's also other things that can make this even worse, so that can actually heighten the amount of carbon buildup occurring in our intake system. And those things are low quality diesel, too much start-stop travel, lack of maintenance and servicing, lots of short trips, and also having no carbon cleaning service plan, which I'll talk about a little bit later in the video. So now I'm going to talk about some of the ways we can prevent carbon from building up in our intake system. So one of the first ways we can prevent it is by fitting a catch can. So what a catch can does is it basically removes the oil vapours from the intake system and allows that oil to be caught in the catch can and drained at regular periods. So this will keep our intake system nice and clean and we won't have the oily vapour mixing with the soot from the EGR. So now let's talk about the EGR system. So firstly, I wouldn't recommend turning off, deleting, or even tampering with it in any way. So the engine was designed to run with the EGR system, and I suggest that you leave it how it was designed to be. So the reasons being, the EGR system actually assists in cooling down combustion temperatures. It'll make the engine more efficient, it'll make the engine run cooler, and it also removes some of the soot from the exhaust before it goes through the DPF and catalytic converter. So the best ways to prevent carbon from building up in the intake system is to fit a catch can. So we remove the oily vapour from the intake system, stop it from mixing with the EGR soot, and we stop that sludgy buildup from clogging our inlet manifold. Basically then we just have the exhaust gases, the dry gases going through the intake system and into the engine. So the other things we can do to prevent carbon from building up in the intake system is by using high quality fuels. We can also try and avoid too much start-stop travel, so try and take longer trips and even more continuous trips, say on the highway or things like that. We can also make sure that we're completely up to date on our maintenance. So making sure that we have a fresh engine oil and filter every 10 to 15,000 Ks, and also that our fuel filter is changed at regular intervals. And the last thing is not having a carbon cleaning service plan. So basically what we need to do is what I'm going to talk about next, is we need to actually clean the carbon in the intake system at regular intervals to reduce it from building up. So now I'm going to show you how to carry out a diesel carbon intake clean. So this is the THREEBOND engine conditioner. So what this basically does is it breaks down the carbon deposits into a foamy light mixture which the engine can get rid of and consume. So what I'm going to do first, guys, is remove the intake pipe and remove the throttle valve and have a look down in the inlet manifold to see how bad the carbon is before I do the intake clean. So now we're just going to remove this hard intake pipe, and to do that we just remove the map sensor plug and we also loosen these three 10mm bolts off that are holding it on. And now we'll just remove the hose clamps. So we've got an 8mm hose clamp here on my aftermarket intake pipes. On the factory ones it's a 7mm, and then I've just got a 7mm hose clamp down here on the main inlet to the throttle valve. So now we'll just give the pipe a little bit of a wiggle and pop it up. There we go. And we'll remove it. So I was going to remove the intake butterfly as well, but you can actually get a pretty good look down into the intake system with just that pipe off. So what you can see down there is the port where the EGR valve vents into the intake system, and you can see a bit of dry soot built up around it and sort of going down into the intake. So this build-up isn't too bad, and we can definitely combat this with an intake clean. And now on the 3Bond can, it does give you a full set of instructions on how to carry out a full intake system clean. What I'm going to do today is also a few controlled sprays down into the intake manifold to combat some of those targeted areas where the carbon is building up. Now you do need to be very careful when you're doing this that you don't spray too much down into the manifold. So all I'm going to do is a few quick sprays down around where the EGR soot is building up around the EGR inlet into the manifold. So I've just sprayed a couple of quick sprays around where the EGR comes into the inlet manifold there. And what I'm going to do is refit the intake pipe and then carry out a full intake system clean. So now we're ready to carry out an intake system clean. So what we need to do is basically remove the screws on the map sensor here. And then we can remove the map sensor. We can just rest this back like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to spray our diesel intake cleaner down into the intake manifold and through the throttle valve as well. So what this will do is clean out the entire intake system and break down all of those soot and carbon deposits and allow the engine to consume the foam. So now we're ready to carry out our diesel carbon intake clean. So first off, we just need our vehicle up to operating temperature before we carry out the clean. So now what we can do, now that we've removed the map sensor, is we can put our pipe from the can down into the inlet there. And what we're going to use is a rag to cover the hole as well, because we need to increase the revs on the vehicle to about 2000 RPM while we're spraying this into the intake. So basically what we're going to do is hold this over the intake as hard as we can. We're also going to hold onto the pipe so the pipe doesn't go down into the intake, and then we're going to spray the entire contents of this container down through the intake system. So now I've finished cleaning the intake system, I can refit the map sensor. So what we're going to do now is take the vehicle for a 10 to 15 minute drive and get the engine nice and hot. And then I'm going to remove the intake pipe and show you guys how it's cleaned the intake system. So now I've been for a decent drive in the vehicle and I've got the engine nice and hot, and I've also kept the revs up fairly high on my road test and also put it under a fair bit of load, so up some really nice long hills, and got the vehicle and engine nice and hot. So that should help burn off some of that carbon and the intake cleaner in the manifold. And now what I'm going to do is rip that pipe back off and we can have a bit of a look down in the intake pipe and see how it's looking. So now I've removed the intake pipe, you can see back down into the inlet. So what you can see here is the EGR vent into the intake manifold, and you can see that the cleaner has done a really good job of breaking down some of those deposits. So there is still a little bit of carbon buildup around the EGR port, but what we can do is carry out a secondary spot spray with our carbon cleaner and spray down around that inlet again, and also a few small sprays down into the intake there to try and break down some of those other deposits, and then also carry out a secondary intake clean if it's necessary. So this is a shot from just a little bit further away, and you can actually see in this shot how much it has actually eaten up that carbon and removed it from the intake system. So I did carry out a secondary intake clean on the vehicle. So I did another spot clean around the EGR inlet in the intake there, and I also sprayed the rest of the can through the map sensor hole like I showed you guys earlier. And now 2 cans of the 3Bond intake cleaner will cost you under $50, and you can get some really good results in cleaning the intake and reducing the amount of carbon in the intake with these spray cleans. So it's up to personal preference on what brand intake clean you get, but I personally have had some really good results with 3Bond cleaner using it over my time as a mechanic over the last 10 years. I've used this product a lot, and it does work very well on breaking down carbon, which you've seen today. So my vehicle does have 100,000 kilometers on the clock, and when we looked down in the intake system before we cleaned it, you could see that it actually wasn't too bad. So because I have a catch can fitted and I carry out regular intake cleans, so pretty much every service I'll put through a can of 3Bond cleaner, this reduces the amount of carbon in the intake system and is basically preventative maintenance. So that means that I won't have to ever actually remove the inlet manifold and properly clean it, because I'm reducing the amount of carbon every time I service the vehicle. And I'm also using high quality fuel. I do regular long trips in the vehicle, and I look after the maintenance on it. So it's giving it the best possible chance to reduce the amount of carbon buildup in the intake system. So carbon buildup only becomes an issue over time when it completely chokes the intake system. So when it chokes the intake system, it only allows very small amounts of air through the inlet manifold and into the cylinders. So what you'll notice is it running rough, you'll notice poor performance and a load of other issues. So by carrying out preventative maintenance, like I've shown you in this video, we can really reduce the amount of carbon buildup in our intake system and ensure that we never have an issue with it choking the inlet. So there you go guys, I've carried out the intake clean on the MUX, and now I'm going to be good for another 10,000 Ks. So next time I service it, I'll carry out another intake clean and just keep on top of that carbon buildup in the intake system. So if you did enjoy today's video, or if you learned a few things, or if you've got any comments or opinions, just let me know down in the comments section below, and I'll be really keen to hear your feedback. So thanks a lot for watching guys. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more four-wheel driving, accessory fitting, and maintenance videos. Cheers guys.